aim high, but not when you're peeing. You need to be precise for that, like a sniper. But you don't have a sniper rifle. You probably have a Glock 30 at best. Star 22. I'm sorry, dude. But I bet you're an excellent marksman. Well, for one, if I were to lose my legs and couldn't afford a wheelchair, that would really demotivate me. Because for one, how the hell am I going to go out and beg for wheelchair money? I figured, for one, I suppose you could throw some carrots on the floor, and then you could roll on the carrots like a carrot body horse, like that, but then a rabbit would come and start eating the carrots. Man, I hate rabbits right now. Why do rabbits have to be such assholes? So, I'd like an Iron Man suit, but for a horse. That way I can fly around on a metal horse, pretending to be Saber Rider. And the horse would be like, dude, this is the best acid trip ever! So, Saber Rider was nice. It was pretty cool. Though his helmet, it sort of made him look like he had a secondary, more vibratory function. I shall pleasure the evildoers to death. Anyway, moving on. So how many people do we have here that are not single? Not single. Not single. Yeah. Not single. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. You just put your hand down yourself.
I thought he saw.
Where is your condom? Where is it?
She has her ID card.
No. I'm an agent of my account. I realize I'm going to die alone because one of the things that I hated way more than loneliness is texting. It's like, you can spot a couple of people in a crowd very easily because they're the imbeciles continuously thumb wrestling themselves. Your Bachiko textile. Bachiko smiling midget. Your picking up the basket again. So, furthermore, the one thing that is way no, I ordered on that.
That's funny.
Furthermore, when you get to my age, in your late 20s, no one is willing to date you. No one. But here's the fascinating thing about this country. Everyone will marry you. So I just thought, dinner would be nice with you, maybe. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But I will have babies with you. Right? So that escalated quickly. And every one of your middle-aged aunts is like, Beta, I've got a girl in mind for you. She's a doctor. I don't know, auntie, I'm feeling kind of broken right now. I don't think I need a doctor. Plus we'd be on kind of different intellectual wavelengths. I fucked uni, so she'd be going on about symbiosis and epigenetics, and I'd be like, so there's pudding, huh? Cinnamon sprinkles and everything. That's exciting stuff. But most of you single people are probably you. My papers are gone. Henchman, get my papers. Get them now. Anxiety. Ambush. Quickly. Thank you, sir. Right. I happened upon a nightingale. It was cold, it was pale. How will you survive, I asked, in the snow and this gale? How will you survive when there are predators on the hunt? It sang to me in a melody divine. No one needed this negativity of mine. Fuck off, you pessimistic. Thank you. I think that's one of my finest works. Kipling would be like YouTube being unblocked. And there's a lot of hue and cry, and there is a lawyer movement. Unblock YouTube, but nobody is talking about the other websites that were blocked. Because we just know that's just never going to happen. Why bother with that?
And people think that porn was blocked because our government is evil and fascist and wants the already frustrated population to just get more frustrated and kill themselves. It's a means of population control, perhaps. That's only a byproduct. What's actually going on is that this is a tactic they used, this is a very noble tactic, actually, which is a campaign for computer literacy. Because before, you'd open your computer, go to Google, type in pornography, go about your business. That's all you knew how to do with the computer. Then you were like, oh fuck, that doesn't work. Right, we got to learn how to shield our hotspots and flux our spots, and then, you know, fuck around with all of that stuff, and then that stopped working as well. Then we had to learn how to mine bitcoins so we could pay for the servers in Seattle, Munich, and Macau, and then, you know, set up a four-way VPN and encode complex encryption, decryption algorithms, you know, between them and your computer. And finally, oh yeah. So yeah, it is all, actually, they do that. If you want to make people learn something, you set it up in a way that it becomes a conduit to a wee wank. And it worked. Right. I like owls. They're nocturnal. I can relate to that. I'm sure most of you can as well. But they serve a very important other purpose. Have you noticed they have these concave rings around their eyes? They're perfect for as little holders for tiny donuts. I really like tiny donuts, so what I do is I take an owl and I put the tinier donuts, they just fit right on the eyes, and they're like, woo! I'm like, woo! Woo! Yeah, I know, shut up. And you might be thinking, why don't I just get a piece of crockery that is shaped in a similar way? And maybe even get a plastic owl, you know? And to that, my response is very simple. I'm a horrible human being with no respect for animals and birds and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's owls. That's owls for you, man. Fuck 'em. Hugging is just cuddling, but vertically. It's perfectly acceptable to hug a bro, but you rotate that 90 degrees, and things might get a little awkward. I say that's double standards. Speaking of cuddling, hobos. Who likes hobos?